You can see my screen now?
Yes.
All right, the editor, right?
Yes, it has the blend and the TV and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
some editor. Right? So I actually wanted to show you, like, I can show you some examples of what I did, but if I open one of those, you're gonna think that's too complex or something. And I just want to break it down as much as possible for you to really get the idea and see that the main idea is really simple, but it's so flexible. You're gonna get, I mean, I'm gonna try to give you as much value as I can from these for you to save money. Um, I would say save time, but not really because it's gonna take some time to do the things. For example, the things that I'm doing, it takes a couple of hours, maybe three, maybe all depends on the time, right? So for example, for a video, for me to get a video done like for 3 minutes, I guess. Let me check.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna show you this.
So
The sound is not really the most important thing here. It's just to show you this is, for example, 3 minutes something. And what I'm gonna show you is basically you're gonna be able to do exactly this if you want, but even better, like putting your things on that. So the main structure of what we're gonna check is gonna give you the tools to do this. So what I meant by all the tools you're gonna have to do this is gonna break it down like really in a simpler way than compared to what you could outsource right now, like looking for a guy to outsource this and just giving them the clip you're gonna play on the TV screen or something like that, and then asking them or contracting or paying them to put the characters and make them react. And even more than that, because no, I don't know if a lot of people is doing that, like the bubbles and the text, they're gonna charge you for that because it takes time for the guys to do this. So what you're gonna be able to do is basically choosing the background, any background you want, and placing the screen. You already know that, I'm pretty sure. So it's basic stuff, right? So I'm gonna show you as well, but the thing is that that's the simplest thing. And placing the bubbles, you're gonna see it, that's really easy to do. What takes kind of different approach or different, how to say that, it's part of this, you can call it method, what I came up with, and I don't even know if someone else is doing, or maybe some editors, or maybe some guys that are making animations do that way. I don't know, but the thing is that I came up with an idea of if I'm gonna use some of the same characters, or maybe even changing them, but every time it's gonna be an emotion. The reaction is not really like so specific to what's playing on the TV screen, and it's gonna be always like they're happy, they're surprised, they're sad, they're gonna be scared or something like that. You can do like a generic stuff, right? So that's the main concept. If you can do the reactions, like movements that are going to be kind of standard, kind of generic, you know, then why not just outsourcing the characters doing these reactions? And then in any way you can find, just remove the background and place it, being able to place all the characters in any scenario you want. And then just the hard work is actually placing the, well, it's both. Is placing the characters, doing the reactions according to what's being played, and doing this texting, like writing the things and making the comments or whatever you want to show there to make them sort of speak. And that's gonna take the time, like that's the work actually. But at the end, you're not gonna have to pay a lot because they're gonna charge you. He does what, like 8 to 10 minutes video doing just the characters' reactions without the bubbles on the text, just the characters' reactions, like simple reactions. He's gonna do it for $45 to $50 for a 10-minute video. That's all right. I mean, okay, because you can break it down to what, 4 to 5 videos, short videos, if you want to post, like upload just 1 point something minutes or 2 minutes videos every time, then you can get like 5 videos out of one, right? For $45 to $50. But if you do this, you're not gonna have to pay for that. And when you do the characters and you ask for the characters to react, and you are able to remove the background and place them anywhere you want with any background or any screen, anything playing on the screen, then you have like almost infinite applications of that, right? So you can get, as I have done, I lost count actually on how many videos I've uploaded so far, but I just paid for the first one, you know, and then the rest I've been doing this. That's why I have some. I'm gonna show you. So, for example, one previous video was something similar. I'm not gonna show you that. I want to show you something different for you to. I know you understand that, but I'm not gonna take anything for like granted, you know. So, for example, you might have seen this one because it's a kind of an early or not so old. I uploaded this like a couple of days ago. So as you can see, this one is the same character and in the other video, you know.
Last one, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I can open both, but whatever. I mean, you got it. So this is the same characters, the same yellow guy, and this one is different. So how do you do that? It's the same background. It's actually something you can move. It's a different TV screen playing anything else, like something different. The bubbles are exactly the same, but the text you can place it there. It's the same yellow guy, but this one is the black one. So it's a black. It's supposed to be black, okay?
It's purple.
It looks purple, but it's not. I mean, the idea was at least not. So it was supposed to be black, but whatever. The thing is that it's different, and the flexibility of this, that's the main point of this is that you can do. Let me show you something else if I can find it. This is a kind of a variation of the method, but it's actually the same concept. I want to give you some examples first for you to have an idea of what you can do. I changed just the background and make something else happen there. This is actually a video. This is not like pleasing the characters. This is one of my first videos, but the guy, the pet, the dog running around is like the idea. Like it is that flexible that you can do something like this and just play with the background, taking removing the some backgrounds and playing with this that is for free. It's out there. You can Google it and take the images and just play with that. But this is so flexible that you can do it. So as you can see, it's whatever you want. I mean, the limitation is gonna be your imagination basically, and the time you want to put in it. And so basically, what I do is that is keeping in the background. You can choose any background you want. You can choose any background you prefer. I mean, I've been playing with this, like changing the colors and stuff, and experimenting, to see the engagement, what people likes more and stuff. So I don't know if so far it's everything clear. I think it's simple, but it's just for me. I don't want to
Where
rush.
you got the TV background? You
All right,
just
that's
Google
okay.
picture and put it there.
Yeah, we can do actually. Let's do something. Let's do like it was none here, like we started from zero, and the whole process it's gonna be good for you to see because it's that simple. As I told you, the main concept and the main work to start with this takes not much time. What really takes time is the work you have to put on the texting, on the bubbles for the characters, and just placing the right reaction to what's being shown on the TV screen event.
I made a Russian video. It
Uh-huh.
was 43 seconds,
Uh-huh.
and it took me like an hour.
Oh yeah, yeah. It kind of limits. How many seconds you said?
40.
40 something?
I have it on my test channel. I don't know
Uh-huh.
if I sent it to you.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen that, but let me think of it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of the time that it takes for the texting and stuff. Maybe you can do it like with some practice a little bit quicker, but
And
the process to have the background and the characters there is just real quick, and you're gonna see that. What takes time is like really pleasing the reactions, the right reactions, and the text. That takes time.
okay.
But to tell the truth, that kind of my average time. It's not so funny. I'm sorry about that. But the thing is that, for example, this one that I showed you, with the pet running, was actually the one that took me no time. Like I had this one like 2 minutes and something done in maybe max an hour. Was like half an hour, maybe less, because it's this one is really simple. It's really really simple, and it's just a matter of finding the backgrounds, playing with some transparencies and stuff, and then just making the guy move. And you're gonna see how to make it move, and that's the kind of the main point, but already pre-done, and that's why it doesn't take so much time. So yeah, it takes some time. I'm kind of trying to find out a way to make it a little bit more automatic, to save time. I'm not there yet, but I'm in the process. I'm really trying to figure out. Have some ideas, but yeah, I still have to work on that. So let's start. Like it's blank. We're gonna go from zero, and what I used to do is look for any background I want. It's not that easy. Sometimes it takes time, and I'm gonna show you. This is the process, but it could take time. It's not like a preset thing that it sometimes you get lucky and you find something already out there. Sometimes takes a little bit more to find out. So as I'm gonna do, I already did that a few days ago and some time ago, and I already have some things I liked, and I just saved. for example, this one. And the main thing is that you have to choose, and you're gonna decide if that's the quality you want. And for example, this one I liked, but the thing is that the resolution was not so good. So I just saved it to have an idea, but I haven't used it yet. This one, for example, is like really similar to what I've been using, like, but with the coach, and I don't really need the coach. So what I used to do is editing this to take out this watermark and take out the coach and just leave the other stuff there. And you might have seen the background on the ghosts videos. That background was a little bit more kind of colorful. Was maybe you have seen this video already? So you can see the background is
Yeah,
kind of, yeah. I found I had to edit it a bit. For example, the carpet, I did it myself, like editing it, right? Because it was a coach before, and I just removed it. The watermarks, this was full of watermarks, and I just took the time, sometime, because I liked it, right? And the thing is that it kind of makes engagement with people, because a lot of gacha live reactions were using this background, and I was like, it is worth a try, right? So I just took it and used it. It was okay, and the quality was good enough, kind of good resolution there. So that's somewhere else. This one, for example, let me show you. I've been combining some stuff, but as you can see, it's just a matter of combining pictures. That's quite easy, right? You can do it if you want, and then if you can do it, is like as simple as using paintbrush. It's just like that. You can just open this picture and cut it, and then making some transparencies like this one, just like I did, and then the result for combining this and this one is one of my videos, actually. And sometimes, and this is the one. This is one. For example, this is the combination of those two pictures I showed you, and this is like a whole different thing, right? And with this transparent thing, I make it look like it was just the chair there, and the TV screen was just cut. What I wanted and I used is the contrast on the background, It's
yes,
the main thing. That's the main reason to having chosen that background. And then the character is still something flexible, Is like I wanted it to sit there, and I just placed it behind the chair to make it look like it's kind of there, right? You know what I mean? As and then react to what's shown there. And then I added the bubble and the text, not to make it so simple. And that's the kind of the result. This, of course, this is just one character reacting, and this is just one bubble with text. It took kind of half of the time, of course. This is the whole thing is like 2 minutes, and to tell the truth, this didn't take 2 hours. That was maybe a little bit more than an hour to make this, but it was just an experiment, and I just went for the ones that got more views, and as I think you should do. If you see something that people really like and go for it, just stick to that. So if that's okay, we can go to look for it.
the background, yes.
Yeah. So what I do is like something like this. I don't really remember because I've been using the same thing. It was like a week or so since I looked for it. So what I put is something like this, and as you can see, it pops up, and you can start choosing and doing your thing. like what you like most, if there's something you can use. It's just like that. Got it? You can pay for it. You can
Mm-hmm.
actually pay for it, but I don't. If you want to do it, that's all right. And even you can find these stuff like PNGs that you can remove. You can place something in the background, and not being having these ideas of doing something different in the background. So this could help you. This is kind of really useful, as you can see. So so yeah, that's the thing, and we can go for it. So which one do you like? Like this is like
The
which one do you want me to use?
I like the because this one has watermarks. I don't know how to delete that.
Oh
So
yeah, that's kind of complex and really
mm,
um takes time. So I don't do that unless I really like it. So no, I wouldn't recommend that you take some of these with watermark.
you can use
That that's the thing that might take you some time for you, is to find out something that is free, is actually free and useful, usable. For example, this one seems to be good, but it's too small, so maybe the resolution is gonna get messed when you zoom it. So maybe that's not the option. This is something similar to what I used. What I did was editing this. This is not the same, but it's similar. I don't know if you want to use this one.
there's one that has no watermark. It's like purple. Go back.
All right, let me check. But because
That
what I mean here, it doesn't really matter much because we're doing just an example.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then when you do that, yeah, go for the best option, the best
That,
result,
see
best
that.
the thing you like the most. This one?
Yeah, that looks simple enough.
All right. So yeah, it's as simple as this. You just copy it. If you want to save it, you save it. That's all right. And then you go to your editor or your um, folder, whatever you want, as you are more comfortable with, and you just place it there. I just place it there wherever you want. If you're gonna use this one, I don't know. I didn't ask. Sorry. Are you gonna use your editor? This one, I don't know,
I,
because we can go in depth, and I could give you some tricks I've learned in the way. It's not that I'm an expert or a pro or anything, but I got some.
I will use this one because right now I have nothing.
Okay, okay, all right. If you go for anything else, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's really basic thing. The most complex thing I'm gonna explain, but I'm still pretty sure you're gonna figure out how to do it with any tutorial or something like that for your editor. But I'm gonna show you in this one because this is the one I use. So I just pasted the background. What you do with this is you can manage to change the duration like manually. If not, just leave it there, and then you can fit it. Like you can modify it. You can make it shorter or longer. In this case, it doesn't really matter because it's just a picture. But this is just a picture. This is gonna be static in the back of the screen, so it's gonna be all right. Then you can place anything you want. If you want to do anything like placing a text, then it's gonna ask you where you want to place it from or to or for the whole duration. That's gonna be like flexible. You can choose either and then change it. It doesn't matter. If I want the text to be there like the whole for the whole duration of the video or for the whatever the time it is so far for the video for whatever you already have there, or for the whole duration, you see is from the very beginning to the very end of what you have there. So it doesn't really matter. Then you can place anything in the text. This is just basic stuff. Let me know and feel free to stop me if I go just into useless details, But this is what I think could be useful for you. And actually, this text, for example, you can use exactly the same thing, just with little variations when you do the bubbles and the text, if you want to go for it. If you don't want to put the bubbles on the text, it's all right. There's a lot of videos, a lot of people not doing that, and it takes time. So it all gonna depend on on what you want, you know. So this is, for example, what I did there, and of course it's gonna be a static. If you play it, it's just gonna. It takes some time here because I have all this, and I'm gonna show you what is this. But it shouldn't take so much. I mean, usually. So when you play it, basically nothing's gonna happen, right? Because it's just a static. It's going, the video is going, is playing, but there's no change there. And what you can do here is adding effects and stuff. What I usually do with some static things is placing some transparency, some fading in, some fade out. So when you play it, for the beginning, for example, you can go with I'm just using the arrows. You can't see it with in the keyboard. I just use the right arrow to do this and play it like manually. So the effect is this one, and you can do it. I mean, you can put that fading effect in anything you want, either a video or a picture, whatever you want, and even in the text to make it like show up in a smoother way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is basic stuff. The next thing you want to do is placing the video. And you already know how to do that. I'm just moving this not to show it there. And you already know how to do any compilation if you go for it. Anything you want to show there, you just download it. We can do it. I mean, I could use something that I already uploaded. I mean, downloaded, but we can go for it and let's do it live. Let's do it live. I'm gonna open these and let's see whatever you want. What do you want? Is let's see Among Us. Whatever nation, whatever you want. This is the one. As I told you, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Just 19 hours ago, and it's 1.4 million. This guy is rocking it. And if we go to his channel or her channel, seems like he, whatever. It's not. It's a bit more than 500,000 subscribers. That's all right. I mean, for us, it's freaking huge. It's all right. But look at the amount of views in every video he
Mm-hmm.
put out there. It's kind of really trending right now. So everyone's talking about these imposter and song and imposter and crewmate and things like that. So you can use that somehow. I mean, not like reusing the thing or not like copying, but using. You can react to that, and that's all right. And that's what I'm doing actually. That's the main idea behind that. So yeah, let's go for something small. Look at this. This is the same guy. There are some guys doing like almost the same. Look at this. I'm there. So this is mine. So yeah. And the things that you can do this. Let's go for something short. Let's do this, for example. What I do when I find this is a different approach to what you want to subscribe if you're doing researching. When you research, what you want to find is the channels with low subscribers, with really a few subscribers, but a lot of views, right? But what I do in this channel is kind of the opposite. What I do is looking for the most famous
Video.
content, like the channels, the videos and stuff, and subscribe to them because every time they upload something, it's gonna be like rocking, and I wanna take advantage of that, and that's why I subscribe to this kind of channels. That's my thing. That's what I'm doing. It's not that it's a guarantee or something like that, but it's what I'm doing. So for example, this one, I don't care. I mean, this is an example. I don't really care of what's being shown there, but just to show you the process. What I do, I installed the extension for the Y2Mate. I told you I use Y2Mate, right?
Yes.
To download the video. So I just installed the Chrome extension here and I use it just as I'm gonna close this one. So weird ads, whatever. I just use, and I actually go for anything. I could go for this one, for this one. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a huge difference in terms of time, you know. It's already downloading and it's just a few seconds, so it's all right. Then I go to the downloads, and what I do usually is let's go for I did training. Yeah, here is your folder. So here's the video. What I do is, and I'm pretty sure you do the same, is go into the editor and just drag it
Yes.
to that.
Or pick the file.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's it. I mean, this is the clip we want to react to. So let's see if it plays. Yeah, it plays. So let's go anywhere. So this is the clip we want to react to. This is the background. So what I do is just adjust it to the length of the clip. And of course you can place all the intros, outros, whatever you want there. If there's any text on that, you go for it. And as this one is going to be shown just in the TV screen, you just have to adjust it. How to do that? In this editor, just go into this cropping tool, crop tool, and you just do this. Or what I do actually is kind of easier for me. Is just taking this, just click on the clip, and then go to this to manually adjust it. And then I'm gonna show you something that took me kind of 2 weeks to find out because I was doing like, it takes seconds, but you're gonna appreciate saving seconds even there. So what I do is just place in there. It's already on the TV screen. If you wanna leave some edge or something to make it look like a TV, you can do it. I do it. I just want it to be as large as I can to have, you know, the main point of attraction or
So you
whatever.
actually can do it longer. You can have a 46-inch TV because it doesn't matter what's on the back.
Yeah, exactly. You got that. You can do this. Of course, that's gonna depend on you and the background you have, right? If that allows you to do that, go for it. I would do that. I would do as large as possible, depending on what you want everyone to pay attention to, right? because in the example I showed you with the chair and the screen, for example, that was a bigger screen, of course, but there was just one character. And what I usually do, and I'm doing these days, is the two characters and stuff. And I still want the people to, I want people to pay attention to the characters, so I kind of try to balance that. So it depends on you at all, totally. So it's just like that. If you go for, if you want to know this, if there's any limitation for you to really fit to any screen you have there, you can do this. And then to take out those edges there, you can see the black the black lines there. You can go here in the arrow, the drop down list, and auto cropping. That's what I found out, and it fits to whatever position you can. And if you want to go larger and it works for you, you can do the background, and you just put here, yes, fill background, and it's gonna fill out any space you leave. If you leave something that it's different to the ratio of the size of the screen. And still, if you wanna remove this and just don't care of trimming this, you can go still to auto cropping, and that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's just some tools of the editor. It's just not something really specific to the method. It's just maybe something you can use. And then this is what I usually do. Now I'm doing that. So I remove the edges and stuff and just leave it there. So now what we got so far is any background you choose, some text if you want, and a clip that is being played there, right? So what's left? It's two things. I'm gonna go in order. I'm going for the statics. What I do for the whole duration normally of the clip you're gonna play on the TV screen is placing the bubbles. So I go usually for this. It depends. I don't have much of this usually, or maybe yes I do, but you can actually modify that. So what's gonna happen is this normally you can get used to it, and I'm just gonna place a bubble here. You can then move it, right? Everything. So what I do is normally going for the whole duration. So if I wanna go exactly in the ending point, what I do is right click, move cursor to the end, to end, and then just click on this. You can do either this one, this button here, or you can just go and adjust, and somehow it fits and it tries to match with the cursor. So that's what I do. Then for the other edge, for example, I go to the beginning, right click, move cursor to begin, and then click on this. And usually that happens, so I just Control Z and do that, and then just fit. What I'm doing is just basic stuff, and just to place this bubble. You can change the color of the bubble. You can change whatever you want. You can make it solid, and choose any color to make it contrast if you want. If you want, you can go for a gradient. It allows you to do that in the free version. It's all right. You can go for black if you want, and then do the text white, whatever you want. I've been just doing like the white. I just did one experiment sort of with one of the videos, and making them like the bubbles in the same color of the character. It took some time, but what really made me decide to go back to the white was the reaction of the people was not so great. So nah, Actually, it just didn't worth. Yeah, it was not worth the work, right? So I just leave it. Now I'm just leaving it blank, like white. Then what I do is copying. So I have two here. What I do is just move one of those if I'm gonna do two characters. Let's do just one for the example, not to get confused. And we got one bubble. You can place it anywhere or maybe down there if you want to go for it and just place it between or next to the character, whatever you want. You're going to place the character here. I wouldn't do that. If I'm going to use this background, I would just leave it there and maybe place the character here. Or maybe I would more somehow modify the background, you know, to attract the attention to the characters, you know, all depends on what you're gonna do. Yep.
Yes.
All right. So if I'm gonna place, let's say we're gonna place the character here, what I would do is placing the bubble somewhere here or maybe here, a little bit bigger, and something that's gonna make it pop out a bit, like because the furniture is dry, like almost black. So maybe I want to go for something a little bit darker. I'm messing with this. I just missed what I have to do. So it was just the background. So there, something like that. If you want to make it contrast more, of course you can choose to do something like this. I would do that actually if I were gonna use this one. So so far so good.
Yes, okay.
Right. So I was just doing something. Then this is the bubble, and let me show you what I do to make it like the whole thing. I mean, you can use, there's a tool here, I'm pretty sure, to make like straight these kind of text or clouds or something like that. I haven't used it to tell you the truth, but because I don't know how to change the shape yet, and I haven't taken the time to find out. So what I do is just using this one. If you want to go for it, go for it. Let me remove that edge because I can use that. So to make it pointy, like to point to the character, what I do is a free shape anywhere. It turns black because in the beginning I did that fading thing. So to change this free shape, you can double click the shape, and then these are the points of the shape that you can edit. So this one, if you select that one, it's gonna highlight the one you're gonna move. And if it gets kind of complicated or something, if it doesn't really take what you want, you can use the arrows as well to move them. But normally it shouldn't be so hard. So I'm gonna do this and maybe this one. So then what I do is get out of this, just the free shape. Then I change it to match the edges, you know, the duration of the whole thing. And then the color, I'm gonna go for solid. For the bubble, normally I do solid. And then the background. So maybe if something happens and it changes the order, maybe this is gonna not it is gonna be not so good. So what I do is changing rearranging this, right? Or yeah, I don't know if I'm clear here. But the thing is the order of the layers matter. So it really matters. Something that is down there is gonna be behind, and as you go up, it's gonna be forward. So this one is the most is the closest thing I have. So I want it to be behind the oval. So what I do is using these arrows. Then you can move the layers. So what I do is just selecting the object. It's gonna choose the whole layer and then move it backwards. And it went behind the bubble. It doesn't really matter. I just do it for having everything in order, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have there you are. I mean, what we have here is the background, is the TV screen with the clip, and the bubble to place any text you want, and the pointy thing to make it look like a cloud, like a text thing. So if we play it, it's gonna be like that. So the clip playing, the background static, and the bubble static. You can move the bubble. You can move it, but it's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some time. Maybe you wanna do it. Maybe when you when you get some help, you can ask for it to be moved. Actually, I know how to do that. I can show you that. I just don't want to confuse you. If you anytime you want to use that and you have the time to do that, I don't know. If you want me, I can show you how to move it.
Go ahead.
What was that?
Yes, go ahead. I won't get confused.
All right. So if I would want this to move, actually I'm not gonna move the both of them. Okay, let's. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but let me see if I can do that. Maybe I can. Let me try. What I would do is, because I haven't done that before, I just know how to, but I haven't used it. So what I would do is sprite both shapes to make it look like one single thing. And then I would add an effect. And the effect here is gonna be, this is how you have to do this for the free version, because it doesn't move right like right away, right? So just give me a second, please. Sorry, there was a lot of noise here. It's like a common day around, so and my voice is kind of getting more, how to say that? I don't know how to say that in English. It's like using the tongue a lot, like really get used to speak a lot. So it's kind of, all right. So what I do is to move this. What you have to do, usually with every element you want to move for this free version, is going first, you're going to do the zoom. I know it sounds weird because we're not gonna zoom it. You can zoom it actually if you want, but I won't do that. I will just do the whole pan duration for the zoom, but then for the zoom, I'm gonna just do, and so it won't change. It won't change the size or anything. But what I do with that, and that's how this editor works, is using the zoom to actually being able to move it. So I'm gonna click on this, which is the moving thing. I use whatever it shows up. I usually do this to object then. So then an option, I mean, this point shows up, and let's say I just wanted to move a little bit down for any reason. I'm just gonna move it down, and then I just do this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So as it is the whole time duration, that means that from the moment it shows up, this bubble, this thing, this sprite, it's gonna move till the end. So if the duration of the whole thing, let's see, is 45 seconds, as you can see here, for the element, these are the properties. The duration says 45 point something seconds. That movement is gonna take 45 seconds. You can modify that. How? Here, you double click in the sprite, and then you take this point and you move it wherever you want. So if you wanted to move quicker, you're gonna shorten the distance. If you wanna move slower, you can do it longer, right? So what I'm gonna do is just show you something quick. It's gonna take less than a second, I guess. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do it shorter. What's gonna happen is this. I hope it works. So yeah, it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you move it. I don't use it. As I say, I already take a lot of time doing the text and the reactions, so I don't really move it. Maybe at any point, if I want to improve the quality or if I see it useful, I might use it. So yeah, there you are. You know how to move this. What else? So next thing, the text that's been shown or that's gonna show into the bubble, I leave it to the very end. I do that because first I wanna focus on the character I'm gonna place here and the reactions according to the clip you're gonna play here, and then I'm gonna find out if I wanna go for commenting on the thing, if I wanna go for anything I want to talk about here. If I have two characters, sometimes I make them like fight each other or arguing between them or whatever you want to go to make people engage. What's important here is that you are conscious that anything you place here is going to take time for people to read. So first, you don't want to do like a lot. I did, and I'm correct in that because I used to put a lot of text and maybe it goes too fast and people don't really have the time to read it. What advantage of that is that people have to rewind to read. So maybe it increases your retention. It has worked for me. So, but you don't want to annoy people, you know. So maybe you want to do it like quick, but not so fast and then placing a different story for them to have to watch it like twice or three times, and that's gonna increase your views. And yeah, that's one thing that you have to have in mind. And what else? What else about the text? No, nothing else. I just leave it to the very end. So what I do is for the clip, anywhere. If I wanna react to this, I'm gonna choose the character. So we're going through the work itself, right? Then I'm gonna tell you how to get the character, right? So what I do is I actually have pre-made characters that I outsourced. I'm gonna tell you how, but the things that I have reactions here. You can see?
Mm-hmm.
So I have reactions for angry, for happy, for sad, for scared, for subscribed, for surprised, subscribed. Yeah, for surprised, and for the pet, for example, is the one I showed you, like the pet running, sitting, crying, and stuff. That was an additional thing, like an idea, an extra idea. So for a common reaction, for example, let's say happy. Let's say happy. For happy, I have two, four, six, eight characters for every reaction, let's say, emotion, expression, whatever you want to call it. So for happy, for example, I have this sure this is the names the editor put there, right? The guy that did this. So he called blue the cyan. It's all right. Black, for example, as I told you, it's supposed to be black. The pink, I can show you this. This is one character, for example. It's kind of good. The quality I liked. The definition is all right. And it's quite simple. And then I'm going to show you why there are so many. So I have some, right? The main idea for you to have here is that I haven't, oh no, yeah, I already used this one. So the main idea here is that you know that I have some characters to choose, right? So if I wanna go for the red one, for the white one, for the black one, I can go for it, and I'm not limited to what I asked to the editor to do, right? So if I go straight to outsource the video, it's gonna be just one single thing that you're not gonna be able to use it like more than for that video, right?
Mhm.
So if you got the characters pre-done, pre-made with doing these reactions, you can place them and you can remove the background. That's all right. I mean, then you can make a lot of videos with just a little bit more work, right? And you're not gonna have to wait for 2, 3, or 4 days for the editor or the guy you're working with to give you the video. So if that's clear, I'm just gonna show you the process and then how to get these characters. All right.
Mhm.
So which one you wanna choose? Angry, happy, sad, scared, surprised, whatever you
Let's
want. It's just
do happy because we're starting the video.
all right. Happy?
Yes.
All right. So happy and which one?
The background is pastel, so
Yeah.
let's do your black. I don't know if that's black.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of purple. Okay, I got it. So the thing is, what I have here, and for you to understand what I'm gonna do, is the frames. Like you know, when you look for
The
for
guy.
outsourcing this, you remember you did the frame by frame.
Mm-hmm.
So this is basically what the editor do when they edit it and they create these characters and they make them move. This is what they usually do is creating every sprite. I mean every frame and then like making them move like with little variations. So maybe you cannot see that so clear here if I do this, but the thing is that the whole movement is, I'm gonna try to do it quicker. This is a mess, you know, but the thing is that I'm just gonna copy all of them. I just selected them all, Control C, and I'm gonna paste them here in the editor. This is the message you're gonna get. So maybe some editors work differently, but this one shows up. This shows you this message. What you want to do, you can go straight to add them to the layer, which is going to create a new layer and place all the pictures there. And the problem with that is that the duration, I have no idea how the editor decides what the duration is gonna go for each frame. So you wanna have control on that because you're gonna use frames and you wanna make them look smooth, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to play one after each other and make them seem like they're moving. So the duration, as you have You might have heard of that, the frames per second. The frames per second is just the resolution to know how smooth your character is going to move. So maybe if you want something like robotic, it's going to be less frames per second. If you want something like smoother, you're going to increase the frames per second. So, and what you don't want is to make it look like so unreal, you know, like not moving so fast, not moving so slow, or not jumping from a position to another one. So what I found out is that every frame, depending on the motion, would work like really well if you do like 6 to 8 frames per second, something like that. So what I'm gonna do is trying to control the duration of this. I'm gonna open wizard when it gives me that option. There's another way to do it if you miss this one. If you just click where or by mistake or wanted it consciously, there's another way to go to this dialog box here. I'm gonna show you how, but the thing is that you want first to go here. Then what I do is selecting everything. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I'm trying not to, but
No,
it's all right. So it's gonna be recorded anyway. So you will be able to review these again.